Aminomaru into the sword. Now, if you ever watched Shaman King, Aminomaru was a samurai spirit, and Yugioh Asakura is a shaman, and he put that samurai into his body or into the sword. Now, today I will be doing a deck profile called the 6 Samurai. Now, usually my YouTube channel is about personal development, self-help, but to heck with it, I don't feel like doing all this where marketer people say if you market to everyone, you're marketing to no one. To hell with that bullshit. I'm just get tired of everybody say the same shit over and over. I want to make it a little bit different for me. This is my special thing. Anyway, yes, I have a book of the samurai. The samurais, I think that if you ever, for me as a kid, I grew up loving swords. Samurai sword were awesome. Like, soft sword is very scary for me. Anyway, this deck, I think that most people don't talk about, alluding to that most decks that people put up is they're facing certain type of decks that people don't often talk about. The adaptation of that deck is geared toward trying to beat that deck. So this deck is geared toward beating the chain burn. At first I hate the chain burn because it keeps burning my life point away, and every time I try to figure out how to defeat it, and then 6 Samurai came in because 6 Samurais help you to lock down your opponent from using your trap, and how, and I will tell. Now this book, yeah, people was like, wait, this is so weird, why do you have a book in the Yu-Gi-Oh card deck profile? Well, because in order to understand the 6 Samurai, you must understand where I'll begin. The samurai were the word castle of medieval Japan, a class of powerful mountain soldier who rose to power as retainer of feudal lords and the military arm of the imperial court before establishing a new natural order. But contrary to a common modern misconception, the samurai were not solely Japanese creation. Throughout Japanese history, the great unspoken influence are China and its career vassal kingdom. And then I tap, where are you? Here we go. Where are you? I tapped it. Just wait for me here. And I lost it. Oh, here we go. Samurai was supposed to be a perfect soldier, keeping to a gigantic martial code that was set down much later as Bushido, the way of warrior. Honor, bravery, and prowess in battle were valued above life itself. One of the most famous samurai was Kushonoki Masaki. Anyway, in order to defeat the chain burn, you have to have a combo with this guy and this guy. Right, this one lets you to negate one spell or trap card. This card allow you to stop your opponent from. They can only use one spell or trap in their turn or your turn, so that's automatically locked for chain burn. So they can't burn you. Like, you have a way to counteract that. So at first I only use one, but I use 2 for spamming because my old friends say the 6 Samurais is a 6 spam. It was the first of its kind where it started the combination of spamming. Now they have the for hire deck where they spam decks. I wish Konami power creep the 6 Samurai to be able to have its competitive advantage on whatever. I haven't faced Sky Striker or whatever those cards, but I have faced Shinoburn, and I hate ABCs. The ABCs I have to think a lot. Anyway, great Grandmaster 6 Samurais, right? 2, why? People say it's brookie, but mainly I put it here. It was a long time ago. I remember when I was battling the 6 Samurai, battling with my friend with the 6 Samurais. It's because my friend built it for me, but now I try to adapt. That's why I learned from my friend. You had to adapt when you're playing different certain situation. Now I put 2 because of for linking purposes. I have link here, right? And you per se, why you have that in there? Because it's just for link, different name. So 3 Kageki for normal summon to special summon 1 level 4 6 samurai monster to spam. This is very useful, even though it remove the 6 samurai. Well, you have to remove 2 to special summon from the graveyard. This is a proxy for the secret 6 samurai. What was it? Ki whatever that guy name with the light. Kagari? No. I don't even know what's his name. Kagari? I don't know. That guy with the light. Then the Iru, 2 Iru, because I used to love, and of course it's a symbol of samurai with a sword. I used to love the where his I love his effect where if you have another 6 samurai monster, different name or something, right, and you have him on the field, when your opponent put a face down, you can attack it and the effect won't trigger, right, because if it's ever flip or whatever, it works. Sanji, 1 copy. Ginba for the tuner, of course. What was it? 3 copy of Kizan for special summoning. They don't have a hard 1 per turn. Of course, I have this guy out. Here's this guy. Why? I don't know. Because it used to be in my. This deck is very old. I haven't. I tried to upgrade it many times, but just there's a point in time where you can upgrade a deck, but it's like, do you really want to spend those card money for these cards? I don't know. 2 Kagemusha. Now, this one is awesome. Why I have it? Because it's almost like Rekeke, or what's that called? Harpy Feathers Duster or something. Just blow away your opponent trap magic. Shin Dojo, Darko, Strike, Thunder Blast, double summon. Why? You can double summon many monster like Kageki, put it on, special summon, make links, or do summon this guy out. Always trying to summon this guy out first and the other guy, trying to get it as fast as you can if you're facing Chamber. Cunning of the 6 Samurai, 6 Scrolls of the 6 Samurai, Great Way of the 6, Shin Smoke Signal 2, the A Forces, 6 Samurai United, 2 to draw 4 draw power, right? The Assassin of the 6 Samurais, 2 to be able to special summon from the deck to link summon away. Monster Reborn and Reinforcement of the army. 6 Samurais the way, guys. But anyway, it's to, because Chainburn, what I learned from Chainburn is that the trap, I'm trying to think, it's basically on trap, and it's trying to burn your life points, and they have very few monster left, and that really pissed me off. Well, not really pissed me off. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it. It doesn't really piss me off. It's just annoyed the heck out of me. It's like, damn. And usually, it's a second Chainburn is a second turn deck where your opponent go first and the Chainburn is going second. And Chainburn, if you have no monster, it can't really burn you unless you have a full of hands. That's why you want to try to figure out how to beat it without really putting all the monster on the field. Yes, 6 Samurai spam, but you're trying to destroy your opponent really fast before they're burning your life points away. That's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.